Hello everyone and welcome back to my series, the No Evidence Academy. In this series I'm going to teach you how to identify every single ghost with no evidence, no hiding, and zero starting sanity. Let's load into Nell's Diner and let's do it. Quick thing, if you are new here and this helps you, consider subscribing, liking and dropping a comment. It really helps my channel grow. In addition to identifying the ghosts, I'm going to complete all the optional objectives, which are capture 3 unique videos, capture a video of the ghost, and get the ghost to blow out the firelight. I'm going now to list all the items that I'm going to bring in Nell's Diner and see you inside. It turned on a light, so it cannot be a mare. Alright, I'm ready to get into the Nell's Diner and let's identify our ghost. Bring a crucifix further down in, because we might have a ghost in the hallway or a little side room. Set 2 layers of salt for gallium rate testing. Okay, heard the ghost throwing stuff. At a pretty decent line of sight speed. Okay. It cannot hunt now for the next couple of minutes. I honestly think we are dealing with a myling because I never heard the footsteps. I was hearing the heartbeats and there was zero footstep sounds. Okay, let me try to get my video camera now. I need 2 more videos, unfortunately, but that's not a problem. Let's identify where's the ghost room. Yes, it's in this little hallway area. We do not have a mimic orb. Went through both salts, so it cannot be a wraith, a gallo. It was a male model, so it cannot be a Banshee or a Diane. It wasn't fast enough for Moroi with Xenocerity, Revenant, Thay, because they had line of sight speed or Hantu either. We bring this crucifix. Oh, it was just an event. I got scared for a second. God damn, this ghost is making fun of me. Hopefully the ghost is going to blow out the firelight now. Did a singing event and it hunted on top of us, so it cannot be a shade. It hunted before 3 minutes, I forgot to mention that, so it's definitely not spirit. Hunted pretty close to lit flames. I would say that it is not a unreal, but we'll come back to that later. It definitely is not a mimic, not a Diogen, because it would have known where we are at all times. Turned off the breaker, so it's not a djinn. Oh, it is hunting. It's throwing a decent amount of stuff. Okay, the hunt ended. Let me go back to the van now at this current moment and bring myself a real flashlight, because it's way easier to test for myling with the big flashlight on. So if I will see my flashlight blinking and only then hear the ghost footsteps, that means that we are dealing with a myling. And yes, what we can say for certainty, this ghost never got faster around electronics. I didn't see any Obake shapeshift, but I wasn't able to observe it long enough. It's definitely not a phantom or an Oni to be too invisible for a phantom or too visible for an Oni. And I didn't hear any speed change. It always kept this constant speed of the ghost. I can also say that, and it's definitely not a yokai because it was able to detect our electronics. That's so far that what I know. Let's try now to see if this ghost changed rooms or something. Okay, you're able to hear the throws and no footsteps. Okay, we have a myling. You were able to hear the fact that every single time when the ghost hunted, we were only able to hear the throws and nothing else. And as soon as my big flashlight, not the headgear, the big flashlight got electronic disturbance, then I was able to slightly hear the footsteps, so we are dealing with a myling. Hello. You heard that the footsteps are gone. This was perfect now. This was a perfect test, so you were able to see that my flashlight was blinking slightly and I still didn't hear any footsteps. Perfect. We have all our objectives done and we have a myling. And yes, it was a myling. Thank you very much for watching this episode. This episode was also pretty easy one. Hopefully you learned something and how to identify a myling. If you enjoyed this, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.